Google Plus, people said the same thing. You know, I go there and there's nothing there. And that's like saying I bought a refrigerator and there's nothing in it. You have to fill it. You have to fill it with your choices. You said once I cultivated my lists, I got a bigger value. To me, the users on Google Plus are much more interesting and involved than a lot of the platforms right now. When you go to YouTube and look at comments on a YouTube channel, it's usually some 13-year-old boy criticizing, you know, the way the female guest looked or whatever. I find that when I put a YouTube video into Google Plus, then I'm getting comments from CEOs of organizations and people I do want to know what they're thinking. Is it the one? Is it the big one? Well, I wrote a book saying I think it might be. Who knows? I think that there's a lot more things to argue. Think about this one thing. Neither Apple nor Facebook so Apple doesn't have a social network but has a lot of mobile phones. Facebook has a social network with not really good mobile platform. Google Plus owns Android, which means Google has a vast number of smartphones and a social network.
And oh, by the way, this little thing over here called YouTube as well.
Oh, that old thing. The #2 search engine in the world. So, I mean, if you look at the assets that Google has to bear on this thing, and people keep telling me, oh, there's so many people on Facebook, and I keep saying, well, what have you sold on Facebook?
Sure.
And then, so then the challenge, I've just put the challenge back on me, what have I sold on Google Plus? It's one of these things where you're going to have to try both platforms and see what you think.